So you can, so Deanna, you can do it while you on here.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Okay.
see
Go over
it.
there. Hit
Okay,
your
okay,
three
hold up. I
dots.
see it. Okay.
You see it?
Oh, yeah, it didn't
Did you
show
see
me
it,
none of that
Melissa?
before.
I'm looking now to see if I see your live.
Yep. I see me live.
Oh,
Ow. Ow.
What should I
right.
title it?
Whatever
What
you
title?
whatever you
Um,
I
want.
don't know, girl. I just said, hey, y'all, because I didn't know if it was going to work or
I
not.
don't know.
Yeah,
okay, well, I can always change the title later.
right, right.
Hmm.
Okay. See, it didn't show me none of this before.
It didn't do me
Okay.
like that either. I did it like twice. I thought I was on there live, girl. All right.
No, see, I kept
Okay.
looking at my phone. I kept refreshing my phone, and I'm like, why am I not on here live?
Okay, now I see Miss Howard, Miss Ray X line. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
okay, I see it now. I see I'm live now. Okay.
I was finna say me and Tony don't get this kind of we don't get this kind of
Okay.
business over here. Look,
We got it now.
you know, Tuesday and Thursday, me and him being here talking to each other.
You so
Yeah.
crazy.
So,
Y'all
okay,
don't be talking to each other. Y'all know I on my phone. When I be coming in here, sometimes my phone don't be letting me text. So it depends on what phone I'm on if I can say something. A lot of the times I be trying to say stuff to y'all, but I can't. That's just my phone
Okay,
won't let me be great.
oh,
right. Well,
So I
hey,
finally had to break
Miss
down and get another.
Hey, Miss Hall. Hey, Lionheart. Hey, Miss Ray X. Hey, Charlene Johnson. If y'all don't know me, I'm always in DM chat and the Hood Table chat. I'm Melissa King. This is my partner, Tony Clapton. And we on here telling everybody, we're on Demetrius earlier, telling people about this 95 cent. Start your own business. It ends tonight at midnight Pacific time. So I guess we in Central time. So for us, I guess it's 2 in the morning. But for 95 cents, you can start your business if you already have a business. This complements your business. We teach financial success. We teach you about taxes, credit repair, hiring your child, anything there. And then the reason why I'm so partial to YouTube is because a lot of y'all, like Deanna, I know she can pack a room. She getting the AdSense check anyway. But how many people who have successful YouTube channel know about the tax deductions and all the things they can write off? You know, when I was talking to Demetria earlier, I was telling her, you know, she good for telling you she always have a tablet on hand and she taking notes. I said, well, with this
Mhm.
in your business, you can write off the tablet, the ink pen, all of that because that's what you use to do your YouTube channel. So it's one thing to get money coming in from views, but you open a whole nother avenue when you look at what you leaving on the table because you don't know about the tax deductions.
Right.
So taxes is where the money is at. Taxes is the only thing that can catch people like ask a phone. Texas
Okay.
is how people like what's his name? Trump and what's the man name from Nebraska? I couldn't think of the other night, the hood table. The rich
What?
guy.
About to have them long?
You're talking about Warren Buffett.
Yes. I can't never remember
Mhm.
his name.
Warren Buffett.
Warren Buffett is
One
the
of the
one
richest men in America who still live like not that far from the hood, drive a normal car, go to normal restaurants, and he's so rich. And
Sound
looks
like
like
a
the normal everyday man if you didn't know he was rich, if you didn't know who he was.
hey,
so
I did a post last week, a couple of days ago. It said poor people act rich and rich people act poor.
Oh.
And I
That's
have seen that with my very own eyes because this man
yeah,
is richer than I don't know what. And I'm telling you, he wears regular clothes, regular shoes, drive a regular
yeah,
car. He ain't flashy or nothing.
right.
exactly. Because you
Planet
know,
thing.
he is the one that was saying that his secretary pays more in taxes than he do. He don't have to pay taxes because he write everything out. But his secretary works for him. She
Hmm
don't have a business. So she pay more in income taxes than Warren Buffett.
Oh.
Now let that
hmm
And
Hey,
he richer
Right.
than her.
yeah, I
Ain't
tell you,
that sad?
a lot of people don't know that building wealth is subject specific. we're being mentored by millionaires, and they've packaged this business to help ordinary people that work a job every day and they're struggling and just trying to make it. The system is $95. It's giving you a business and the blueprint to get wealthy. And all you really have to do is just share these wealth principles to other people, because they send you, it's a compensation. It's like, it's a check, like an asset check. Like if you share information that can help people improve their life through credit, through financial situations and in investing, then we all win. I don't know everything about credit, but it's inside of the membership. I don't know everything about investing, but it's inside of the membership. So you can actually take advantage of this business, because a multi-millionaire created this system for us to become business owners and share with other people. So you guys have a network of people. Your network is your net worth. So the more people that you can share this business with, you're looking at $3,000-$4,000 monthly residual income off of something that we know everybody needs. Everybody needs more cash flow. Everybody needs more credit. Everybody needs to lower their taxes, and everybody needs to learn how to invest. Everything that we're talking about is packaged in a box with a bow on it. The gift that keeps giving is all you have to do is plug in and share with other people, and that's how you get wealthy.
Right. That's exactly right.
I'm trying to get there, honey, because I need to learn a lot. And if I can get a little help with my credit more than what I already know, I'll be glad to do it. But one thing I did want to ask now, I know this helps you with your credit, but as you being a member, does that help you?
What do you mean?
Like being a member, does that do they report that like to your credit? Does that help you too?
Oh, well, no, well, no, not really. That wouldn't be a thing with the time.
No,
Okay.
it's just the principle.
It's an independent business, so
Right.
it wouldn't be like it. We teach you how to improve your credit through things like since I've been in, I learned that I can use my utility bill and my cell phone bill as something to boost my credit. So it gives you
Right. See,
tips
that's
and
what I'm
stuff
trying to
like
see.
that.
Yeah.
It gives you tips and stuff like that. But as far as like it being something that reports to the credit bureau, no.
Yeah. So I need to know that, honey, because I pay them faithfully.
Yeah, it has credit builder
I know
tips
I need to get
inside of
in
the
there.
membership too. It even for somebody that don't have credit, there's a module inside of the credit repair system that teaches you how to build your credit as well.
Right. Because most people, what we were saying earlier, most people think that as long as you pay your bills on time, that's all that's involved with credit. Credit really, there are 5 things that can affect your credit score. So out of those 5 things, when you go to somebody that has them fix your credit, really the most they can do is dispute anything you got on there and like that part right there. But as
And
far as
play
like
with that back and forth and charge you for that.
Right.
right. And see, that's my thing. It's sort of like I'm not trying to discredit anybody who does that as a business, because a lot of people, I was saying earlier, they can take this and turn it into a business. Because you have folks that say, I don't want to do it myself. I'd rather pay somebody. But if you get in here and you figure out how to do it, charge.
Right.
You still winning. So I'm not going to say, I'm not going to badmouth people who do it that way. But what I learned is if I go and pay somebody to do it for me, I ain't learning no lesson from it, because they going to get it where it need to be. But then I still don't know what I did in the first place to mess it up.
Thank
You know
you.
what I mean?
Hey,
So
the
now,
one thing you never do is never dispute online, because you're giving them an opportunity to go in and get the information to use it against you. So there's a timestamp on how long it takes for them to respond back. So that's part of the strategies inside of the credit repair system, is never dispute online. You have to do it in writing. So the timestamp starts the day you see it.
I did that a long time ago, and it's a long process, but you're
Yeah.
sure right about that.
Well, I see Miss Rail said, "What kind of business can you start, Melissa?" A lot of people, and I missed it too. Tell her that this is the business.
Right. Yeah, Miss Ray, when I got started, and I tell people all the time, I was Facebook stalking Tony because he was on there talking about, he cash flowing all this money and he was winning, and you know how you want to ask, but you don't really want to ask. So when I finally broke down and he told me about it, I was like, well, shoot. I ain't got nothing I'm good at that I could sell, nothing like that. So I was like, what kind of business I'm gonna do? So that's when he told me this is the business. Us sitting here right now with y'all, whether y'all decide to go into business with us or not, we are conducting business. Because the only thing you need to have a legitimate business is two things. You don't have to have a LLC. You don't have to have anything special. You have to have I started my business 8 years ago with a social security number. That's all I got. But the two things that the IRS requires is that you, one, attempt to make a profit. Because if you do not attempt to make a profit, it's not a business. You got to hide. The second thing is you have to keep good record. The IRS wants to know who, what, when, where, and why about any expense that you are expensing as a business expense. So once you get in here, that's what we teach you, and you are sharing this information with other people. Now, we have products. If you're the type of person that want to sell, some people are just good salesmen. Like, they want to sell stuff. We have products. The credit repair, we sell as a separate product. If you have people who don't want to do the business.
Open it up. It's at the bottom. It's at the bottom.
Oh, okay. Okay. So, the credit repair, you can sell that. We have, I quoted Jay Wilson earlier, then. I said, our founder said, if you build a Walmart, we're going to build a CVS. So if other folks are selling teas and coffees, he went out and researched it, and we had that to offer. If you are the type of person that want to do the travel, because at one point, everybody had a travel business. If you want to do that.
I had one a long time ago.
If you want to start it again, you can do it with my econ because he went out and researched it. And we got the travel business, we got the ID Defender. That's the same thing as like what is it, Life Lock? Is that what they used to call them? Yeah. ID Defender, same thing. Cash flow manager. That's why we track all of our expenses and everything. And it gives you a drop-down list of anything that is a tax deduction. Stuff you hadn't even thought about. Because when I pulled the drop-down, I was like, I can write this off. And they're like, if you are using it for business, you can write it off. So once I started kind of thinking about it like that, because the biggest thing is changing your mindset. We are so conditioned to work as employees versus being a business owner that we question everything outside the box. But the most successful people have learned the rules to the tax game and the IRS, and that is why they are winning. And like she said, Warren Buffett, regular looking dude. Our co-founder, that's what I was going to say earlier, Dan. One of our co-founders, the one that was on last night, he from, now, is it Holly Springs or Holly Pond, Mississippi?
Holly Springs up the highway.
He from Holly Springs. Because I always get the last part mixed up. His name is Alvin Curry. Country as me. But this man is worth millions because he learned the finance system, and him and the other guy is Mr. Ivy Stokes, and Ivy is from I can't never think of the town he from in Georgia. He from the country too. But I mean, when we go out to eat after, we had the business meetings and stuff, you would think he was somebody uncle or something that's sitting at the table with y'all. You wouldn't look at him and think that this man is worth millions of dollars. But you know what they always say? Wealth whispers. It ain't nowhere yelling at you. So people that's out here trying to make everybody think they're rich, that's a dead giveaway. And these are just my words that you ain't used to having.
Right.
if you gotta advertise it, is what I'm saying. I mean, yeah. My thing is, when I figured out what was going on. I got a 2000. I don't know. I think my car like a 2011, 2012 Pathfinder. I'm gonna ride it till the wheels fall off.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I don't want another car note. I don't
Right.
care. You know, it's funny because when my niece graduated in Atlanta earlier this year, we rented a car to go down there because it was me and my parents and stuff. And now you in there telling me, "Oh, mama, this is nice." I said, "You better enjoy it now, cause we ain't getting another car."
Don't do that, baby, like that. Naya got her own business too. She can get her one for long.
Okay. Look, I told that Pathfinder gonna be hers. She gonna be
Don't think
driving the 2011 in 2028.
don't think she won't be grateful, honey, because she gonna have plenty of room for
Exactly.
riders.
But and that's the best, by far. That's the most rewarding part to me. We already had a conversation when we was growing up. My parents didn't have the financial background to teach me about investing and credit and all this stuff. All they said was go to work, be at work on time, don't be calling off if you ain't got to, go to school, get good grades. They didn't have they
Hmm.
didn't talk in their background, so they could only tell me what they knew. But because I have learned all this stuff, I've been teaching Naya since she was 5. Of course, I ain't talking to her like I talk to grown people, but she learned
Yeah.
the financial principles since she was 5.
Hey, I see somebody in the comments saying that you can learn how to fix credit and start a business all on Google and YouTube too. Let me share this. This business was created to help anybody and everybody start up. Now, imagine if you have to start your own business. You have to get the software and all of that stuff. It's going to cost you. This membership cost the founders millions of dollars, right? If you actually go in and look inside of the membership, you're going to see that it's a lot of value for a $40 investment. That means that the website is done for you. The products and services are done for you. You don't have to have a whole lot of products sitting in your back door or whatever. So, and it also is giving you an opportunity to become a business owner on a comp plan. Now, a lot of people that start a business, y'all know that if you start a business, you're going to be out of a lot more money trying to get started. But if it's already set for you and all you got to do is just plug and play, you can automatically start making money tonight in this business without having to overthink it. So that's what the benefit of this business is. It's going to allow you to take off day one, right?
Right.
Or you won't be out of as much as money because you don't know what you're doing and you got to go
Right.
pay for this and then you go get charged for that and then you look around and you could have did all that for free if you
Yeah.
had just went over here because that's what happened to me.
Yeah, you'll get burnt out because there's a lot of costs involved in software. But I'm gonna tell y'all, once you get this membership, you're gonna see this got an automated marketing system in there. It's already built in, so it's like it's easier to plug in when the system has already been paid for. That's what the $39 is for. It's giving you a license to use this information without having to spend a whole bunch of money to do it yourself.
Right.
That's it.
Right. And that's it, Margaret. Margaret Christian says you're selling information. Basically, that's what we're doing. We're selling financial training that you can't get other places for 95 cents. I'm put it that way. They made it set it up so it's affordable. Now there are other companies out there similar to what we do, and one of them is like I'm not gonna call the name of one of our competitors, but they charging you $200 and some a month for to have this business. But then they telling you, what all you can earn, but you have to still. I'm like, if I got to spend $200 and I ain't making $200, what is that really doing for me? Because I think their main focus is just the credit. We got the credit, we got investment, education, the travel business. Our founders looked at every facet, and anywhere that they could find something to compensate for what the other ones have, they make it available for us and at a cheap price.
That's it. Very affordable. That's it.
Tony always says the business in a box. And it can go with whatever business you got. We got people in here that do everything from, I mentioned earlier, paparazzi, selling the jewelry. We have people in there like Tanya, one of our other Miss Linda. She baked cakes. We have all kind of people that do all kind of stuff. And like I said, we started a business for our girls selling hand sanitizer. Now they ain't interested in it like they used to be, but at the same time, it was during the pandemic when you was having a hard time finding hand sanitizer. So why not start a business selling it if we can get it for wholesale? So more important than the product is the education, because that's something that you can't really put a price on that. And then the fact of the matter is, the example I used earlier, if your home-based business is a daycare, when you travel, you can't take all them kids with you. With my business, wherever I go, my business go. So that's why my business ends up being most of my travel and everything. And Tony, Deanna, like you, they forever going somewhere. Now I'm a homebody. Tony, him and his wife ain't satisfied unless they sitting in somebody's airplane headed out the country or around the country. I don't do all that, but
sound like a plan.
Yeah.
But it's like, if you are the type of person that does that, then you got a business that you're taking with you. So once you travel, it's a business trip. When you travel, you're telling people about your business, you're passing out your business cards, like I was saying, when we went to the Dominican Republic, I had only been in the business for 2 months. I printed out a sign-in sheet. I had everybody who was there. It was about 30 of us on a trip for a friend's birthday. While we were waiting on them to get the table together for the birthday thing, I went over with all the business involved, the benefits. I got them to sign that they attended. And then I wrote off the trip. It was a business trip at that point. So, and I hate to throw that, certain people been doing this for a long time. We just catching up. I'm putting it like that and I'm leaving it like that. Because
I
You
tell you,
ain't
you
lying.
already know,
You ain't
honey.
lying.
You already know, honey. They write off the draws, everything, honey.
and it's,
Yeah.
and it's
The
like,
washing powder.
Mm-hmm.
hey, I'm right there with them. If I got a car wash, every time I run some water, every time I
Company
throw the
car.
in, all of it. And because there's so many things that I didn't realize, like if you lease an automobile, you can write off the lease. You can write off the interest on the credit card if it's a business credit card. The tip, you can write off the well, I don't know if you can do that now because we had the changes about writing off meals and stuff, right? Tommy.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing. They keep us up on the changes. Like when I first started, I think reimbursement for mileage was right around 40 cents.
Right.
When gas went up, it got up as high as like almost 60 cents a mile. So if you're the type of person you driving back and forth, like I work from home. So for me, it's not as much mileage. But you had an option. You can do mileage or you had an option of doing maintenance and upkeep. So for me, I track both. Whichever one ends up being, the higher deduction, that's the one I go with. But like Tony, he had to drive almost to Tuscaloosa every day. So it's more lucrative for him to do the mileage. So he turns his mileage to work. And there's a legal way you can do that. That's why you see him pretending to work out at the gym every day. And he don't be doing that. But you can write that out. If you follow the rules, you can write it out
You
legally.
just put something on my mind, girl. I might have, okay. You just put something on my mind when you said that because I wasn't even thinking about it. I forgot all about gas and miles.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're driving 10,000 miles in a year and you writing out 60 cents a mile, that's in itself $6,000.
Hey, this is
Or
what
more
happened
than
when
that.
the
Look,
government,
my
when the
mail might be
gas prices going up, the only way that they could help offset that was increase the mileage for business owners. Now, people that don't have a business is going to be struggling at the gas pump, but they looking
right.
out for business owners first. That's why they increase business mileage to 65, I think 66 cents a mile because of the gas prices.
Right. And you know, it's so different now that I look at stuff from a business owner perspective versus a customer. Now, don't get me wrong, I still be cussing at the drive-thru when I paid $20 and ain't nobody eating but me and Naya. You know, but I get it.
Okay.
You know, as a business owner, I'm like, you know what? I know what you're doing.
Yeah.
I know what you're doing, but I still ain't happy about it. And Naya, you know, all she care about is money, and she be sick of talking about, like, look, you need to let this stuff sink in your head. Because even when we start talking about school and stuff, I'm definitely an advocate for school. What I don't like to happen with school is when people get in, they done worked hard, they done got student loans, they got a degree, and they get out and they can't find a job in the field. But what is waiting on you is debt to pay off them student loans.
Okay. And they want it just as soon as you walk across that stage.
Are you right?
Thank you. Because, you know, and like I said, I definitely want her to go to college, but at the same time, I told you, you're going to have to figure out what you do. You braid somebody's hair while you in school, stay up for sandwiches. We probably still have some of this hand
I think of a train.
Yeah.
Right. So, you know, I just want her to know how to move, and that's what other people do. They do generational wealth. I was telling Tony a while back, and I love him to death. I had a trainer that was working with me back when I still lived in Birmingham. And this kind of blew my mind because I hadn't even really thought about it like this. But he was like in his 20s, and I think he had his degree. He had followed his girlfriend down to Alabama because she had a degree in zoology and she working in Birmingham Zoo, right? So when he proposed to her, he said for their wedding present, his parents paid off her student loan.
Oh Lord.
Paid off her student loan. They still down here, right? They didn't got married, they still down here. His parents got a rental property. They bought the property for them. But while they was down here, they started renting the property out. So they getting money from a place they ain't even living in, you know, they in Alabama making money. Now who start off, you know how we do, we didn't spend $50,000 for a wedding that's gonna last 5 years.
Oh, well, last 5 minutes. Shoot, I ain't finna pay for that. I ain't paid for a wedding yet, and I've been married 9 years.
Mm.
Hey, I cut so many corners with mine. Look, I ain't even changed my last name. I kept it real simple.
Okay, I wasn't finna pay for no wedding. No, that was just like you said, extra debt, and I don't have time for it.
Right.
But can you imagine getting married and your wedding present is you ain't got no bills?
Girl, don't even talk about it no more. That's one of the luckiest women I ever heard of.
I heard that.
Well, you know, it's not our sister, but I'm just saying that when I say people been doing it for years, I keep my eyes and my ears open, and I try to take in everything I hear
and learn, okay?
And so, yeah. Tess Coco said she went to just see. I don't blame. I do not blame you. Because my thing about a wedding, I don't want to take I try not. My thing is this: I don't knock people for what they do. You know, if that's your issue, you know, go for it. But don't knock me when I don't do it. That's my thing. Yeah. Don't talk about me because I got married at the Marriott outside under the little outdoor thing. It was just as nice as in my opinion, it was just as nice as the girl Marilyn Markle or whatever the folks over there in England. I was happy. I was happy.
I know that's real, honey.
Yeah, because people will put on a show for other people, but then when the show is over, you the one left with the bill.
Yeah.
And everybody been went home full and drunk.
And they still don't talk about you.
Regardless.
How nasty that cake was.
So
Oh
up
She
to
man.
had
like,
all that, and they gave us what is off brand pops and all that old ignorant shit. I ain't got time.
I know, right?
exactly,
This been
exactly.
fun.
And that's my thing. I take it in. If you don't want to do it, that's fine. But as for me and my house, we gonna do it my way.
Okay, and ain't
But
nothing
yeah,
wrong with that. So that's
what?
thinking with sense though.
Mm-hmm. Does anybody in the chat have any questions? Because I know since these people got on here, uh, people actually started coming in here. So
Oh, it
y'all
looked
might
like
have missed some.
Lysandra Allen said, "I just joined. Is there any other benefits beyond fixing credit? Mine is in good standing."
Well, you can the benefit investment. Are you in a good place with investment? Because one of the things my credit was fairly good, but I didn't have a lot of the investment education. So I benefited a lot from that because I was still working. The fact that I was able to update my W-4 and bring home more money because I have a business expense. Now that I don't know if y'all were here when I first started, but when I started business, I was paying. You know, I've been in a higher bracket income for a while, so I was having to pay back every year when I filed my taxes, especially prior to having my child, and I didn't have her until I was like almost 36. So I didn't own a home, which meant when I did my taxes, I didn't have a lot of deductions to write off. So what I was doing is I was having them to take an extra $50 out for federal and state every pay period. Even with me doing that, a lot of times I still ended up owing like 1,300, 1,500, something like that. So for me, the benefit was now that I have this home-based business, I can I'm actually able to do the deductions that I couldn't do just as a W-4. So, LaShawn, if it's like some things that maybe you're paying for, like I was mentioning, once I shifted, once I did the W-4 and updated it, I ended up on that first check. I brought home an additional $400 a month. I get paid twice a month. So that was $800 a month that I started bringing home now because I have a business. Before, I wouldn't have been saying that kind of money because all I had was my my W-4 W-2 job, and that you don't get no write-offs hardly for that. The only thing they'll tell you, like I told you, my tax preparer used to tell me to either buy a house or have a baby. You know,
So you can't
so
write off those same things on a regular W-2.
no, no.
Got
Even with me working from home, it was a lot of stuff as a W-2 employee that I can't write off because that's added into the salary, you know. But because I have a business as well, that's two different things. So I got my work computer over here. When I got ready, when I did the business, I went out and bought my own separate computer and laptop and all that stuff for my business. So I'm not double dipping. It's actually two separate things. So, I knew how to cover myself to make sure can't nobody say I'm double dipping. That is not what's going on. I don't use my work computer to do my personal business stuff, my home-based business stuff. I have
hmm
a whole separate thing. So like when I have to get printer ink, all that stuff, people
hmm
who only have a W-1 job, they might not be able to get anything back for it because they say, well, we pay, that's included in your salary. Well, I can argue that because I got my own business, so you know what I mean.
So
So,
itemizing a taxes with a W-4 is not the same. A W-2 is not the same as you would with a business.
no, because well, I would say for me personally, when I first started, that was back when the W-4, they used to give you one form. On the front, you had the part where they
hmm
asked you like how many pennies you got, all that. You sign at the bottom, and then you put the total number of what you got. If you
Right.
ain't have no pennies or whatever, you might have zero. Well, on the back side of that form was where people who had businesses filled out. And so there are more questions that gives you room for those write-offs, because the government or Uncle Sam takes into consideration that if you have a business, you're gonna need money to run that business. So if you are a business owner, you make your money, you do what you need to do, and you tax on the back end. If you're a W-4, they taxing you all every year, and you get what's left over. If you got nothing left over, you got to pay them. So it's like once you got, because Tony and I both have a W-2 job and the other one, we get the best of both. Like whatever I can do for my business, I do. If it don't apply, because the regular job, you ain't gonna get too many write-offs with it, unless you got some kids. Like I said, my tax preparer always said either buy a house or have a baby. That was her answer to everything. And I'm like, I'm not gonna do neither one of those by next tax season. Especially when I was younger.
Got any other questions? That was a good question, Chandra. Like I say, this membership was set up to help you build wealth, and credit is just one aspect of it. But right. Like Melissa was talking about, it's trying to help you get cash flow positive so you can pay off some debt and possibly create that emergency fund and invest more. So there are a couple of other components that you can build and use this business for. And like I say, it's not just credit. We do have the travel membership that you can add as another product, $1 trillion industry. You can actually write off your travel and vacations and stuff because it's part of your business. So yeah, you can do a whole lot of stuff, and not to mention the compensation plan is like, if you're starting for a low cost and you can share this membership with other people, the company pays you a referral fee. So if there's levels to this thing, like I say, if for 100 people, let's say you got 100 people in tonight, next Friday, next month, you'll be looking at a $1,500 to $2,000 residual check, because all you're doing is sharing the membership, giving people an opportunity to become a business owner, using the products and service to enhance your lifestyle, like fixing credit and getting the the W-4 adjustment to get the pay raise. I'm in the auto industry. One of the biggest things in the auto industry is the pay. People are not satisfied with the pay that they're giving us. So we show them how to get an additional $200 to $500 without even asking their boss. That's by properly adjusting your W-4. With your membership, the first strategy is to help you adjust your W-4 so you can get that money back into your pocket. And that's a pay raise for you. You don't have to recruit for that, but you can share it with your coworker, your church member, your friend, your cousin, and show them how to fix their W-4. Now they become a business partner with you, right? That's how the network marketing thing works. It's like you have access to a bunch of building blocks. You build your business how you want. If you just want to sell credit, do that. If you want to sell travel, do that. Or you can use all of the business tools inside of your package and build your wealth that way. But nobody has a set way of doing it. You can do it however you like.
Right. My example I like to give is like when you go in the store and you buy that big bag of Lego blocks, all of us buy that same bag. I can take mine home, get the pieces out, build a house. Tony can take his home, take all his pieces out, build a boat. We all start off with that same bag of stuff, and what you choose to do with it is what you choose to do with it. They just giving us the tools and all of the stuff to keep us compliant and audit proof and all of that stuff, so that we are doing it the legal and the right way. So my story and Tony's story is not the same story. My story and I just got Pandy's story is not the same story. We all come from different backgrounds. Tony is in the automotive industry. I'm in the medical industry. I got a 4-year degree. Tony don't have a degree. Tony taught me more about money than I ever learned in school, because going to school to learn to do what I do ain't got nothing to do with money. They don't teach you nothing about taxes, none of that. You just go get your degree and you on your own. This business teaches people what they don't know. And what I like the way our founder puts it, we have the one product everybody needs: financial education. Best product I do. So I didn't view it the view. View used to come through and throw her hand up. I think she probably DM chat, but hey, view. But y'all got any other questions? Oh, and I did get you, girl. You're right. I saw what you were saying about writing off the vehicle. We were talking earlier about mileage and vehicle upkeep. If you are leasing a vehicle, all of that stuff, they provide education on all of those things. The best part is they don't just tell us, they show us this. We have IRS publications to back up everything. I was telling them earlier, I hired my child since she was age 5. And a lot of people were like, what can a 5-year-old do in a business? Well, Gerber baby get paid. If you old enough to remember Mikey eating them check cereal, Mikey got paid. And I still have a post up on Facebook. Like, if it was good enough for the Gerber baby and it was good enough for Mikey, it's good enough for mine too. So they taught me how to hire my child. Publication 15, hiring family. I don't think it's what it used to be when I first got started. But what's the publication for meals and entertainment? Publication
463. 463.
All of these publications are there that are specific to people who have their own business. A lot of that information we do not hear. It's out there. They hide it smack dab in the middle of the World Wide Web. But if you don't know where to go look and you don't know what questions to ask, it's not being volunteered to tell you. And then a lot of times, Lord have mercy, I get frustrated with this. Now, I can put out a post and I can share all this information and I won't hear a peep. Somebody else can come through and I ain't trying to go, but she might have blonde hair, blue eyes, and she put something on there and everybody, oh my God, I never knew that. Wow, did y'all know? And I'm like, I've been telling Tony, look at this. Look, we told him. We been telling nobody want to hear from us.
Right.
And that I was telling them earlier, when I see Blue Ivy, whether y'all think she can dance or not, that girl is out there on stage with her mama. That's generational wealth. I do the same thing with my 13-year-old back there. And she get, I'm teaching the same lesson now. She be making that Blue Ivy money. But it's all about generational wealth. And, by me hiring her, we hired them. Then we got them to start their own business. They've been through that whole process. How many 13-year-olds can say they've owned the business for 3 years? Now, she ain't worked the business in a while, but she got it. She know what it's about. We've been talking about credit for years. She know all about it. The way I teach it to kids, and this was something else I had ran by Tony. I was like, I'm always looking for a business to do. Maybe we should start teaching like teenagers financial education at their level, because what I always taught Naya is your credit is like your financial report card. Just like you have 5 subjects in school, when they calculate your credit score, they looking at 5 different things. If you got 2 A's, a C, and an F, just like your GPA in school is not going to be 100, same thing with credit. If you're not doing good in all 5 of those areas, it's going to affect the credit. But if you don't know what those areas are, how can you improve on them? There's so many myths and stuff out there. I did a live, a couple of months ago where I was just kind of breaking down a lot of the credit myths, like things you heard to do or not to do. And it's like, if you're getting bad information, and what kills me, people will run with bad information quicker than they'll run with something you can show them in writing.
Right.
No, you can't do that because my cousin did that, and they look. I don't know what your cousin was doing, but if you and the people, this is the other thing we talk about. People who don't have a business have never owned a business will talk you out of your business quicker than somebody else. And you be like, where you get your information from?
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't do it, girl. And you know what? I hate to say it, but my own dad, when I told him, when I first started back in 2015, I told him, he was like, baby, you going to jail. I'm like, I ain't going to jail. I'm not doing anything illegal. And he was like, okay. So, then it ends up being like maybe I'm going to say 4 or 5 years later. And I was talking about something, and he actually was listening. I'm like, oh, so you taking financial advice from me now? He was like, I ain't had to bail you out yet, so you might know what you're talking about. But it was funny because that's the first thing he said. He said, you going to jail. I'm like,
And we got some more questions down at the bottom. Do
okay.
you talk to people about buying real estate and tax deed sales? Now, I've been in tax deed sales. Now, you're going to run into a lot of different business owners inside of our business, My Econ. But we're only talking about the business in a box that My Econ is offering for the 95 cents. And I think everybody needs a business. There's a lot of people out there that don't know the first thing about starting a business or what to sell. Our membership has everything you need to succeed, down to the website, to the products, the services, how to pay you, what type of money you can be making. You can actually build, if you want to make $1,000, you go out and sell this, or you can recruit that. Or you can use the credit repair system or the W-4 adjustment. Say some people just may be, hey, I just need to make $400 a month extra or $1,000. Well, this business can show you how to get that. And I think most people are missing a block of instructions when it comes to building wealth. All of the information you need to build wealth is inside of the membership that we sell.
Right. Look, I'm looking crazy because I just seen my own name pop up on the thing. I'm like, I'm already in here. Why am I?
Yeah, you know, you're too long.
Look, I'm looking like I'm already on the screen. But yeah, and that's the other good thing about it. It's so many different people. Like inside of the business, she was asking about real estate. Real estate might not be something that we specifically talk about, but I guarantee you, there is somebody in the business that does that we network with, to find out that information. It's a resource. That's the biggest part about it. It's a resource. If I got a question about anything, I can find somebody that's going to direct me to the right thing. And not only will they do it, and they're honest with you, because like last night on the call, remember Mr. Curry was saying, somebody asked Mr. Curry, is there something where if you just started the business, you can go back like 3 months and claim? He was like,
No.
you just started the business today and you don't have another business that you leaving out of. No, they're lying. And they will tell you up front, they're not going to help you lie about nothing. Whether you can either follow the instructions or you cannot. And that's why I say with the cash flow manager, the thing about it is it helps you track your expenses, but you still got to put them in. Just because you paying the $39.95 for your website and all that stuff a month, it ain't gonna automatically go in there. Like I set aside. I ain't even gonna lie. I don't set aside no 2 hours a week. But when I do get ready to go in and put it in, I just sit down and the good part about the cash flow manager is you can put stuff in there on repeat. Like my rent is something that I have on there. It comes out every month. So it's tracking for me on the 5th of every month, whatever I have for rent. Same thing with cell phone bill. Automatically on the 6th of the month is putting it in, because I put it on repeat. The only thing I have to actually go in and type in is like out of the box stuff. Like if we're having a dinner or something, or if I have to purchase something like a printer or a computer, that's something I'm gonna have to add in. I'm gonna capture the receipt. It's gonna take, have the receipt and everything in there for me, so I ain't got to be around here digging for receipts later.
So it's basically a tracker So at the end of the year, when it's time to file your taxes, you got everything right there
Right.
for you,
Yeah.
basically. Okay.
Yeah.
I could go in right now and pull up mine from 2015 until now. I do a separate one. When we started 90 business, I have a separate one for Tie and Nine Essentials, tracking everything. When I get ready to do my taxes, all I have to do is upload if I'm gonna send print it if I'm gonna send it, but then it's also I can send it as an email.
Mm-hmm.
It's already done. They taking
And you
all of
can do
this
several.
step
You can
right out.
not. You can do several businesses. Whatever business you have, you can create a separate like spreadsheet and put
Mm-hmm.
a table. My econ, cake business, grass cutting businesses, and it's going to track each one for you.
Right. Because that's the key part. You got to keep the record, but that part has got to come from you. I can't, if and we have so many people, you would be surprised how many people will sign up, get started. They got the money coming out every month. And I tell people, if you're not going to utilize the business, this is not the type of business that like I'm selling cookies and I want you to support me. No, this is the type of business that you are trying to fix your finances with. I'm not really going to benefit from you having it and not using it. Because I've had friends and stuff that did, and I'm like, I asked them, have you been in your back office? And they're like, no. I said, well, I'd rather you.
You was asking me. I was
Right,
like, I ain't looked at it yet.
right. And see, I'm not the type, I'm not going to tell you to hold on to it just so I can have people in it. I'll be wanting people to get the value from it. Because honestly, the $39 you pay a month is not, if I got 10,000 people doing that, yeah, it was money in my pocket, but I don't have a big team of people. My thing is, I'm trying to help people get knowledge. That's more important to me. The residual income is a very good incentive, but if I don't have it, I'm still gonna do this. That's my thing. So a lot of people will have it, and then they haven't went in and tracked anything. Then when it's time to do taxes, they want to call me and ask me, I can't find my password. I'm like, well, if you ain't been keeping up with, putting the information in, even if you got your password, what you gonna put in there? I mean, it defeats the purpose of you having it if you're not gonna go in and track your expenses and stuff. Because, like Mr. Kerr always say, you finna
So
start
you
lying.
do have to track them as they go, cause is it like a deadline where you can't go back and put something in
No, but you gonna be basing it off of memory.
off of memory? Yeah, I get what you're saying, but yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I was just asking for
Yeah, you
like
can
if I
change.
find my
no,
receipt and I'd be like, oh, I need to go put this in there.
Yeah, you can
Okay.
change the date.
it,
It'll give you the option to change the dates on there, so
right.
you can make it reflect what you putting in.
Okay. So that's what y'all mean by the business that you can have multiple business. I think it was kind of confusing when you were saying the businesses and then they was thinking about starting a business. You
Mhm.
mean the financial part of the business, like okay, if you got a business for the cake thing, you could go in here and track everything for that cake business. And then if you're doing, selling WGQ shirts on the side, you could go in there and you could track for that business. That's what y'all meant, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, right.
Okay,
You
I
can
got
have. It's like if you got multiple streams of income, like with Tanya, she does cake,
you.
and she has a YouTube channel. If she was
Mm-hmm.
doing something else, she could track all three of those in one system, but they're gonna be separate. Like I have one that says Time Now Essentials 2015, and then I might have one that says my Econ 2015. If I decide to, like, I do have a another business I do on the side as contract work. I got a whole nother one for that. But the whole point is you have to track all of your expenses, because if you can't show the who, what, when, where, and why, then you really it's like you don't have nothing to stand on. You that's what's proving that you have a business.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't gonna take word
Gotcha.
of mouth.
So I've been audited twice. And when I went to the auditor, the gentleman was like, "Man, this is a great system you have, because our system was designed by somebody that worked at the IRS, and it's audit proofs your business. Like Melissa said, it's who, what, when, where, and why is the reasons they audit you. They want to know, are you doing business? So if you have the names in and the places and the receipt to match, then you're good. So that's why I don't trip when I have to get audited, because I know the information we have through our tracking system, it works.
Right.
And you're good.
Right.
Okay.
And then, you know, if it's something like, for me personally now, I don't take a picture of like my utilities and all that stuff. But that's something that if I needed to, I can go back and pull a bank statement, because that's something that I'm doing online anyway. The main receipts that I try to make sure that I capture the picture of is like, if I got to go out and buy printing paper, if I got to buy, like when I get my new tires on my car, I'm gonna keep those receipts, even though I could pull it up, you know, from the bank statement, stuff like that. I want to take a picture of it so they can have it. But something that's coming out every month, like a cell phone bill, I'm not taking a picture of that every month, because I mean, that's easily trackable, you know. Did I see another? Okay. Abuse said it sounds interesting. So the cost is $35 a month. It's $39.95 a month, and that's for your website, all of the training information, the online marketing system, the credit repair, all of that comes with that. If you want to do the travel membership, that's an additional $11 a month. But the special that we are doing right now, the reason we're having it live-a-thon, is you can get started today for 95 cents. For 95 cents, that's 30, covers you for 30 days.
You get everything for the $30 you would pay for.
You get everything. If at the end of 30 days you feel like, you know what, I ain't ready for this right now, I don't feel like it benefits me, drop it. What did you lose? 95 cents. But if you decide to stay and you take advantage of the information like Tony and I have done for the last 8 years, we got thousands of dollars that we can show for it in tax savings and having a higher credit rate and you know, all of the business stuff. So for us, to me, it would cost me money to quit. I mean, I can't see myself going back to having to pay Uncle Sam every year because I ain't got no tax deduction. You know?
Yeah.
So it's all about the mindset.
One of the big things about these promos are the founder understands momentum. It's like he know people are hurting out there, especially the end of the year. People always need more money. And the one thing that you can do is offer a affordable business with great products and services, and you can get more people involved. Now, network marketing is a $1 trillion industry, y'all. So if you got a huge team of people that follow you, and you know people need credit repair, or they need a travel membership, or they need these tax savings and stuff that's not being taught in school, all you have to do is just share your information. And that's through the links. That's through the www.incomeshifting.com. You have to allow the system to educate, because sometimes you can overtalk the business.
Right.
Like people can't get past your skin or the way you look, and they'll miss it. But if you send them the information and let them ingest it, digest it, dissect it, and then come back and ask you questions later, like, hey, I didn't understand this part. Can you explain that? But allow the system to educate people, and you can reach a lot more people, especially on social media. And that's how you create 6-7-figure income, because people need what we have. We know. We don't have to convince anybody that they need more money. We don't have to convince nobody that they need better credit and need to invest more. We already know, because the stats show people hurting, but they don't know how to get it. The government is $1 trillion in debt. They don't know how to get it. So our membership can teach you how to get wealthy if you can follow basic instructions.
Right. And like I said, I went to college, but it didn't do me no good as far as money goes. Money is a whole. You don't have to be summa cum laude to understand money if you can read and follow instructions. And that's real.
That's real.
I know it showed you how to get into a little debt now.
Yeah, I know that's right. A little debt, a lot of debt.
Okay. Well, y'all, my phone is about to go dead. I'm finna get off of here.
Yes, be
I'll
real,
be
baby.
going to plug up and so I can go sit down and listen to y'all tales. Okay.
Okay,
I
okay.
All
enjoyed
right.
you guys.
I enjoyed
Talk
you
to you
too,
Thank
later.
you
sweetheart.
for coming on.
See you later, Deanna.
See you later, boo. I think
All
I
right.
can leave it on my live. I think I don't know. We're gonna see how this works.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Now,
Anybody else got any questions? We've been on this thing about 3-4 hours. You say a live-a-thon. That means we're gonna stay on the 1 o'clock at night.
look, I like I said, I'm hybrid. I still got a 9 to 5, and I still got to go and do some work over
Yeah, I
here
got
when we get through over there. But because today was the last day, I'm just like, we need to, I just want to make sure everybody knew about it. If you
okay.
decide it's not for you, all I ask that if you know somebody who is looking for an opportunity in the next 4 hours that want to get started for 95 cents, send them a text, share the live, share something. Because the whole point is for us getting the word out. Whether
That's
you
right.
sign up or not, I mean, the reason I joined is still gonna be, I didn't join it to build this huge team. I would love to have a team, but I joined it for the tax deductions and for the credit information. So whether other people join or not, I still benefit from it. So we just wanted to make sure that anybody who didn't know about it, had an opportunity. So share. Tony and I usually do a Let's Talk Finance with Melissa and Tony. We do that look, when we consistent. We do that on Tuesday and Thursdays. Usually around 7 Central Time, where we get on for about an hour. We can't give all of the 7 herbs and spices to the recipe during that quick live, but we do offer a chance for anybody who wants to find out more to reach out and contact us. So
Now let them know about tomorrow. Every first of every month, the co-founder and all the top leaders come on the first of the month to do big training online. So you don't have to go out to no big no meeting or nothing. But inside of your back office, there's numbers and lives and Zooms that you can hop on. But tomorrow, anybody that joins can come on and listen and watch the co-founder and some top leaders explain more detail about what we do and how you can actually become wealthy in this business. We call it 1 in a million. You can actually become a millionaire in this business. And I've seen several people hit that number. And I was like, man, my day is coming. Just like it can happen for you. It starts with one. It starts with one person, and that's you.
Look, I ain't even got to be rich. My thing is, when I retire, I don't want to have to be worried about no money. And when I don't live a lavish lifestyle, but it's a shame. One of the things that the co-founder said last night, that out of every 100 Americans, only 4 people, when they retire, actually have enough money in their retirement to cover them for the rest of their life. So what's the point of working all that time and retiring, and you still got to worry about financial needs? So that hit home with me, because I'm like, I would love to retire, but I don't want to still be right here trying to figure out how I'm gonna pay this, that, and the other. So, only 4 out of 100 people. That number is terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Coco. Thank you so much for sharing the link. I saw where she was sharing the income shifting link. So yeah, we probably gonna get ready to shut this down. But anybody who joined today, please jump on tomorrow for the Saturday training. I will share that on my page. And look, you can find me and Tony. We are on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. If you go to our about pages, you can follow us on all them, as well as our email addresses. But if you did sign up today, and I did see where quite a few people signed up today, please jump on the live tomorrow. If you can't jump on it tomorrow, they record all of them, but it's it hit different when you
Yeah.
actually on the phone or on the Zoom and hearing it live, and you can ask
Ooh, man,
questions.
it's gonna be powerful tomorrow,
Versus,
y'all. It's gonna be powerful tomorrow. Y'all better jump on in this thing because I'm telling y'all, they giving money away. And I'm telling y'all, it's the best feeling when you can wake up and see 10, 15, 20, 30 people enjoying your business, because the next month you're gonna see some big money coming in.
Yeah, I ain't saying that yet, but I'm not a go-getter like that. But I know people who have. All of the people that watched we shared a video. We were on live with Demetra earlier, and I was telling them those are not paid actors and actresses. We actually met all of them folks that's on there talking about all this money they done made. I can sit at the table with them. I might can't pay the same bill they can pay, but I can sit next to them.
Right.
All right. So thank you for coming,
Thank
Tanya.
y'all.
You doing Friday Night Live tonight, Tanya?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Good. I'm taking a break because I'm still over here putting frosting in bags, and I got a big order that I'm working on for tomorrow for a baby shower. Yeah.
Well, thank you for coming through and sharing your audience with us. Thank you.
You are so welcome. Thank you, guys. It was a pleasure.
Thank you, Deanna, for coming. For all the people that say they were referred by Lady Nika, thank you for coming. And for people who said they came via Demetra, we appreciate it. Oh, we go everywhere. Like I tell people, now I hang out in the what we call the beach sector over here, but our business is open to everybody. We, even like I think I was saying earlier, I joined BS Icon's Facebook group because she has a business group over there, and I'm like, networking is networking. I like to see all of us grow. Now I know because I've seen a lot of what goes on in this area. Everybody don't always get along, but I can make money as long as it's legal with anybody. So whether you,
I know that's right.
Yeah. So if you are interested in doing that, you don't have to worry about, because like I said, I've been over here long enough to know. Just because you see me in this person's chat speaking and that person's chat, I ain't got nothing against nobody. I'm all about business and growth. That's all it is. So if you are interested, like I said, let's King my econ, go to my about page. Y'all please help Tony, because he been trying to get to 500 subscribers, for a long time. And I think last time I asked him, his number was going backwards.
Lord have mercy.
So if y'all
not backwards, Tony. What you doing to the people?
I don't know.
And look, I don't know for real, because Tony put out about 50 videos a day. He way better at being consistent. You know me. I come through sometimes I don't. But he's consistent on TikTok, Instagram, all of them. Tony everywhere. And he's very entertaining. And you see he put up with all these women. He been out with all these women. And he know when to step back and let women talk and all that stuff. Look, your wife trains you well. But all right, thank you everybody for coming through. I think we're gonna wrap this up. Deanna, don't forget to get with me about this information. Now, I ain't forgot. Whatever it is that you were sharing with people that's interested, I am interested. And Tony, I'll share with you.
Okay.
Because you already know. All right. Well, thank you for coming through, everybody. And like I said, if you got any questions, reach out to me at Tony. We are always accessible.
We got you. Thank you.
And I am gonna share the information about the Super Saturday.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
All right. Awesome. All right. Well, you guys have a wonderful night and a wonderful weekend, and I'll holler at you later.
Love. Okay.
All right. I'll see you around. If anything pop up, I'll be over there, Tony.
Yes. All right. Love you guys. Bye-bye.
Love you too. All right. So now let me see. We've been on here so long, I gotta figure out how to get out of here. Okay. I got it. So anyway, thank y'all for coming. And we're gonna exit stage left and get up out of here, because like I said, I still got to do some work. on my regular job.
Thank you for being a part of the conversation. Now, are you ready to start your home-based business? If your answer is yes, contact Tony or Melissa to get started today.